Listen up, because what is happening in Los Angeles right now is not just off-season noise. It is a fundamental shift in the very DNA of this franchise. We are talking about moves that could redefine the NFC West hierarchy overnight. Sources are buzzing, the phone lines are burning up, and the decisions being made inside that front office are nothing short of critical. From the coaching staff to potential roster-shaking additions, the Rams are loading up. You need to understand the magnitude of these reports because they are painting a picture of a team that is absolutely desperate to win now.
Let's get straight to the facts regarding this potential acquisition. Sources indicate that the Los Angeles Rams front office is being heavily advised by top-tier analysts to secure a former Washington Commanders draft pick. We are talking about a player identified for his dynamic playmaking ability and pure explosiveness. The data suggests this is a low-risk, high-reward move designed to inject immediate speed into an offense that, while efficient, has lacked that vertical stretch capability at times. The specific strategy here is depth. In the NFL, attrition is the enemy, and adding a versatile weapon who has already navigated the professional ranks in Washington provides a safety net that Sean McVay covets. This isn't just about filling a roster spot, it is about finding a specific athletic profile that creates mismatches in space. But let me switch gears and tell you what this really means. We are looking at a Rams team that cannot afford to be stagnant. You look at Puka Nacua, you look at Cooper Kupp. They are phenomenal. They are technicians. But do they have that lightning in a bottle speed that scares safeties into the parking lot? Not like this. When analysts are screaming at you to sign a guy who can take the top off a defense, you listen. You do not hesitate. This former Commanders talent represents hunger. He represents a guy who wants to prove he belongs. And there is no better place to resurrect a career or explode onto the scene than under the tutelage of Sean McVay. The audacity of anyone thinking the Rams can rest on their laurels is laughable. You need explosion. You need dynamism. This move is about sending a message to the San Francisco 49ers and the rest of the NFC West that we are not just playing possession football. We are looking to score from anywhere on the field. The front office knows that their window is tied to Matthew Stafford's arm, and Stafford needs guys who can separate. This isn't a suggestion, it is a mandate for offensive evolution. If you don't add this kind of depth, you are one injury away from mediocrity. And in Los Angeles, mediocrity is not just unacceptable, it is a fireable offense. The strategic value of a player who can operate in the slot or out wide, bringing that Washington grit, is undeniable. But here is the problem. You can bring in all the speed in the world. You can sign every dynamic playmaker available on the waiver wire or free agency. But none of it matters if the architectural vision of the offense is flawed. Talent is useless without direction. And that brings us to a massive, breaking development regarding who will be pulling the strings of this offense in the near future. A decision that changes everything about where this team is headed.
Stop scrolling for a second. If you want to stay ahead of the curve with breaking news and unfiltered truth about the Los Angeles Rams, you need to hit that subscribe button right now. Join the family and never miss a beat. The wait is finally over, and the Los Angeles Rams have officially planted their flag for the future by naming their new offensive coordinator for the 2026 season. This comes after an exhaustive search and analysis period where the organization vetted multiple candidates to find the perfect schematic fit. This is not just a hire, it is a coronation of the next strategic leader who will work in tandem with Sean McVay. The decision to lock in this position for 2026 signals a long-term commitment to a specific brand of football. We are talking about continuity. We are talking about a seamless transition that ensures the Rams' offense remains one of the most feared units in the National Football League. Sources tell me that this choice was driven by a need to innovate while preserving the core concepts that won this team a Super Bowl. It is a tactical masterstroke to define the direction now rather than scrambling later. But let's be real for a second. This is the most pressure-packed job in football. You are standing next to Sean McVay, the offensive genius of our generation. The expectations are not just high, they are astronomical. This new offensive coordinator isn't just coming in to hold a clipboard, he is coming in to elevate Matthew Stafford in the twilight of his prime and prepare the next generation of quarterbacks. It is about legacy. You don't make this move unless you are absolutely certain that this person can handle the heat of the Los Angeles spotlight. The Rams are telling us that they are not rebuilding, they are reloading the brain trust. They are sharpening the mental edge of this team. While other teams are playing checkers, trying to figure out who calls plays week to week, the Rams are playing 4D chess, securing their intellectual property for years to come. This is about survival in a league that figures you out in 3 weeks.
If you stay the same, you die. This new coordinator represents evolution. It represents the refusal to be stale. I love the aggression of this decision. I love that they identified their guy and pulled the trigger. It shows me that the organization is aligned from top to bottom. But here is the thing that keeps me up at night. A coordinator can draw up the perfect play. He can scheme open a receiver against cover 2. He can design the most beautiful route concepts known to man. But ultimately, you need men in that locker room who know how to win when the lights are brightest. You need champions. And that is exactly why the next report coming out of Los Angeles is the most significant piece of the puzzle yet.
This is where the rubber meets the road and the stakes go through the roof. The Los Angeles Rams have been identified as the primary destination for a veteran champion from Super Bowl LV. We are talking about a player who has hoisted the Lombardi Trophy, someone who walked into Raymond James Stadium and took care of business on the biggest stage. The fit here is described as ideal for the culture Sean McVay has built. This isn't just about talent, it is about DNA. This player brings a pedigree of winning that you cannot teach. He brings the experience of navigating a playoff run, of handling the pressure, of executing when the world is watching. Sources close to the situation believe this signing is imminent because the mutual interest is undeniable. The Rams want leaders, and this player is a proven commodity. But let me tell you why this matters. You can have the young, dynamic draft picks, you can have the genius coordinators, but you need a dog in the fight who has eaten at the head table. You need a guy who can look the young players in the eye and tell them what it takes to dethrone a dynasty. This is about the Rams looking at the Kansas City Chiefs, looking at the 49ers, and saying, "We are coming for you." This Super Bowl LV champion brings a physicality and a mental toughness that this roster desperately needs to get over the hump. It is a culture shock in the best way possible. Stephen A. is telling you right now, if they pull this off, the Rams are not just a playoff team, they are a threat to the throne. This is the kind of move that tilts the axis of the NFC. It shows me that Les Snead and the front office are all in. They are not worried about the salary cap in 3 years. They are worried about the ring ceremony in February. This creates a domino effect. You add the explosive commander, you lock in the genius coordinator, and now you sprinkle in the veteran champion? That is a recipe for dominance. That is how you build a juggernaut. The synergy between these 3 moves is undeniable. One provides the spark, one provides the plan, and this veteran provides the soul. The Rams are assembling a squad that is balanced, dangerous, and experienced. But the question remains, will it be enough? Can they merge these new pieces instantly?
We are looking at a trifecta of moves that signals the Rams are absolutely done with being overlooked. They are adding speed, securing their strategic future, and bringing in championship blood. This is a decisive moment for the franchise. I want to hear from you right now. Does adding a Super Bowl LV champion make the Rams the favorites in the NFC West? Or is this just another veteran trying to hang on? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this debate is just getting started. I'm telling you, keep your eyes on LA. We are out.